what does it look like in the very first time you go see a hypnotist? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Kimberly Lorenz. I'm a board certified hypnotist and a certified professional hypnosis instructor. And I do first sessions all the time, but most people just have no clue what's going on or what to expect in a very first session. So I thought it'd be really cool to talk about what it looks like. So the first time somebody comes and contacts me, I will do a consultation, usually over the phone or Zoom, so that we know that we're a good fit together. So this has already happened. And once somebody has decided that they want to work with me, I email them a wonderful welcome email. It has some online forms that they fill out, and they're going to watch some videos. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the videos that my new clients watch before they come for their very first session. If they didn't get to watch them, then I have them watch them before we talk at all. They just do it in my office. So the first video that my clients watch is called The Truth About Hypnosis. And this video is about 15 minutes long, and all it does is talk about how your mind works, how you have a natural resistance to change, how you've done hypnosis hundreds of times in your life. So congratulations, you can be hypnotized. And make sure that you understand that hypnosis is safe and that the client is the one that has all the power in hypnosis, because hypnosis is like ballroom dancing. So that means that if you don't follow my instructions, there's no hypnosis. The video covers things like understanding that hypnosis is usually very relaxing, very restorative, and that you are very safe when you do hypnosis with me. So that's the first video that my clients watch. Sometimes, about 50% of the time, I'll also have my clients watch a second video that's all about emotions. Understanding what your emotions are for, understanding how even if they're negative and uncomfortable, they're always good, and understanding why we talk about emotions, because emotions are kind of the language of the subconscious mind. And we're going to be approaching that client's problem in an emotional way so that we can eliminate those uncomfortable feelings that are happening surrounding their problem. So also my new clients will fill out forms. Those forms are really very standard. They're just kind of contact information, emergency, a little bit, just a summary of some health history so I understand what's going on with you. And the most important form for me as the hypnotist, I call the benefits form. It's an opportunity for you, my new client, to write down the benefits of the change that you want to make. So let's just pretend you're coming to me because you want to quit smoking. You would write down 7 benefits of quitting smoking. It's really important that you write those down. They really help me a lot as your hypnotist. And so that's why I think of it as one of the most important forms that my clients fill out before they come and see me the very first time. All right, now it's time for us to be talking in the session one-on-one. So either you're on Zoom with me or you're in my office. You come in, you've filled out your forms and submitted them, you've watched your videos, you come in, I get you a glass of water or some tea or coffee, and we sit down to chat. And once again, I have my clients tell me what they want to be working on, what they want to be fixing with hypnosis. So I know that we have a very clear, crystallized view of what our goals are. We go over those benefits. And then I start teaching my clients the information that they need to empower themselves to change, because hypnosis isn't just about me speaking and it somehow magically changes a person. The hypnosis process is interactive. You get out of it what you put into it. And so part of what I do as your hypnotist and coach, really, and your guide through this changing process is to equip you with the information and the skills and the tools that you need to continue this change forever. So I do a lot of education, and a lot of it has to do about emotions. So we talk all about emotions, a rational approach to emotions. I teach all my clients about what their uncomfortable feelings are for, what they mean, and how to find a positive and satisfying response to all their negative emotions. The next thing I begin to teach in the very first session, right before we've even done hypnosis, is I teach my clients the techniques that they're going to need to use in their self-hypnosis so they understand them at a conscious level, not just in hypnosis. So once we've taught those techniques, I go over all the information that we've covered so far. It's probably been about 20 to 40 minutes of education, just depends on the person, how quickly we get through that information. And I assign homework to my clients. So when I assign homework, that means you're going to be doing your self-hypnosis every day, how often, how long. I assign some reading, sometimes some podcasts, sometimes some videos. Sounds like a lot, but I really space it out. But when you work with me, you have to be ready to do some of that homework because, again, you get out of this hypnotic change process what you put into it. So the more engaged you are in the process, the more you're practicing your self-hypnosis, the more you're putting gold into your mind, you're going to get gold out. So there is a review of the things I want my clients to be doing before we meet again. And then I say, would you like to do hypnosis with me now? And that is the time where we begin to do the hypnosis. Now, we don't start right then, but my question is to really make sure that I have answered all those questions. If my clients have any questions, we stop, we review. I make sure that all my clients don't have any more questions before they're ready to start hypnosis with me. Some hypnotists do what is called conversational hypnosis. I don't do that. My hypnosis process with my clients will always have a very clear beginning and a very clear ending to hypnosis. You'll know when it starts, you'll know when it ends, you know when you're in hypnosis. You won't be able to tell you're in hypnosis. That's one of those myths out there. Let your hypnotist be the one that decides if you're in hypnosis. But you'll always know that there's a clear beginning and end, which makes people feel really safe because I don't want you to feel like I'm manipulating you. I want to do everything that I can in the light so that you always understand and have an opportunity to ask questions as we go along. So when I say, would you like to do hypnosis with me now? That's the opportunity for my clients to say, just a minute, I have one more question before we move forward. Once we're both ready to move forward, and you see I'm always getting permission from my clients all along the way. If you're at home, you'll just get comfy cozy and be ready to do hypnosis. But if you're in my office, we'll move from the chair at the desk to the big chair where you can recline. I'm going to show you that really quick. I have a really wonderful, nice big recliner that my clients get to sit in. So that's a benefit of coming into my office. Okay, so once my clients move to the big chair, we put the blanket over them, we recline them, I shut the curtains, I turn down the lights. There's lights on, so there's always lights going, but I turn the lights down to make it easier to close your eyes and relax, and we begin hypnosis. Now, what's really important to remember, I'm going to tell you now, and I always tell my clients in the beginning when they watch videos and everything, is that you can't tell if you're in hypnosis. Nobody can. I can't even tell if I'm following a hypnotist's directions. I can't actually assess whether I'm in hypnosis or not because hypnosis doesn't feel like anything, which means you're going to feel when you're in hypnosis like, this is no different than watching a movie. And you're right, it's not. It's the very same thing. You're just focused on what I say. So we do typically in hypnosis, I have my clients focus on relaxation, especially in the first session, but you're not going to be able to tell if you're in hypnosis or not. So leave that up to your hypnotist. So we begin hypnosis, we start focusing on relaxation. And typically in that first session, it's a lot like what you would expect. I'm going to be doing a majority of the talking, but that doesn't mean that my clients can't talk or scratch their nose or anything like that. They absolutely can because hypnosis isn't fragile. What I mean by that is if you had to adjust or scratch your nose or, move a leg, you could totally do that in hypnosis and it not affect your depth in hypnosis at all. You'd be perfectly fine to do so. You don't even need my permission. As we go through, you might feel like you go deeper into hypnosis, but you're always going to feel really comfortable. I also tell my clients if they ever get concerned or worried, they can simply just ask me questions along the way about any experience that they're having. And typically that first session, like I said, I do a majority of the talking, but I do ask questions. I do have my clients answer out loud and say things out loud. I even have them lift up their hands and drop them in their first session of hypnosis. So I have several goals in my clients' very first sessions. Number one is to answer any questions and address any concerns or fears that my clients might have over hypnosis, to make sure that all questions are answered. Number two is to begin that learning process. Of course, you don't learn everything in the first session, but to begin that learning process, laying down information and practicing new skills to bring you relief and long-term happiness. And three, it's to get you really good at being hypnotized, right? Getting really good. And it's the nature of human beings to do better with practice, which means the first time you do hypnosis with me, you won't be as skilled at hypnosis as you perhaps will be later on. And that's okay, because we're trying to build your skills in hypnosis. And the fourth one is I train all of my clients when they're hypnotized in a very special kind of self-hypnosis. Again, that's a tool that I'm giving to my clients that they're going to be able to use long-term. One thing that a lot of hypnotists do when their sessions are over is they send clients home with recordings. I don't do that, because recordings to me are a snapshot in time of what you need. And in another few days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, you're not going to need those same recordings. They're not going to have the effect that you want them to have. So that's why instead of doing recordings, I train my clients in self-hypnosis. The self-hypnosis that I teach is like McAfee. It's antiviral software for your human mind. So what happens is you can use it anywhere in the timeline of your life, and it will address the problems that you have going on there. So that's why I do not give recordings. So the hypnosis session will end. You will emerge from hypnosis. We will review what we did, make some notes, and then you're free to go and you practice and do your homework over the week, and then we meet the next week. And so that's really it. It's a really quick review of what it's like in your very first hypnosis session with me. My name's Kimberly Lorenz. I'm a board certified hypnotist. And if you need more information, if you'd like to contact me, all you have to do is go to my website. I'd love to hear from you. And you can follow me on all sorts of different media. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and here on YouTube. And I do teach certification courses. So if you've ever thought, hey, I'd really like to know what it's like to become a hypnotist and help people achieve their goals, please visit my website and contact me there as well. Have a great day. Bye.